Hi everybody, we're going to go over the word to ditch. To ditch is a verb we use to, to leave. It means to skip out on something or just not to show up for something, and it's typically deliberate. Now think of ditch as this is an extension of the word to cut. You remember to cut class is to miss class on purpose. Ditch is just an extension of this, of cut. Now they're different because in cut it's usually reserved for school. So I cut class. Now ditch is just it's much broader. I can say I ditch class or I ditch work. This can apply to other ditch can apply to other things besides school. So we're going to go ahead and go over some sentences. So I'm going to first start with past tense of ditch, which is ditched. So I ditched class. So would be the same thing as I cut class. But since ditch is much broader, we can we can use something else besides class. So let's say the appointment. I have an appointment with somebody and I didn't want to go. So I'd say I ditched the appointment. And I can extend the sentence if I want to put an expression of time. So let's say on Monday, the previous Monday, I want to say I ditched the appointment on Monday. Now maybe there was a party. Maybe there's a party I don't want to go to, and a party that was in the past. So then I would say I ditched the party. And if the party was yesterday, I could say I ditched the party yesterday. So those are a couple of sentences we can make using ditched in the past tense. So now let's say I have an issue with you. Let's say I make appointments with you and you always ditch the appointments. You always miss the appointments all the time. In that case, I would probably tell you directly, you ditch appointments all the time. You ditch appointments all the time, or you ditch appointments a lot, or you ditch appointments often. So that's just something I would directly tell you if I feel that you miss too many appointments with me. Now I can also mean like work. If you're always purposefully missing work, you ditch work a lot. You ditch work all the time. So that I would share that with you if I feel that you're always missing work. Now we can use this in the near future tense as well. So going to or gonna. Let's say you have work. You don't want to go to work tomorrow. You just don't feel like it. So you can say, I'm going to ditch work tomorrow. I'm going to ditch work tomorrow. Or I'm gonna ditch work tomorrow. Maybe it is class. Maybe class at a university. You can say, I'm gonna ditch class. Let's say if the class was on Monday, I'm gonna ditch class on Monday, the next following Monday. Now we can also use this in a way to give advice. So usually the key word to giving advice is should, and we're going to use shouldn't in this case. So if I'm talking to you, I'm giving you advice, and you're always missing work all the time, I would probably tell you to give you advice. You shouldn't ditch work. You shouldn't ditch work. So yeah, that is, or I can say you should stop. You should stop ditching work. So I can say you shouldn't ditch work, or you should stop ditching work. So this would just be giving you some advice to just not miss work anymore. So to ditch is to miss or skip something on purpose, and that's going to conclude this lesson, and thank you very much for following along.